Okay. Let's hope this works because my camera keeps shutting off when I hit record for some reason. Let me not move so I can just focus on my face. Okay. Mira, no me estoy... Okay, maybe the glasses. Why is it taking so long? What's going on? So in today's video, I want to talk about oranges that work really great for the fall. I have a lot to talk about in this video. Some of which I do have pictures of manicures, so I will pop them up on the screen. Some of them though, they're like older polishes, so I haven't worn them in a while, so I may not have pictures for, but I'll try to do close-up bottle shots. And some are new, and I have not had a chance to put them on my nails. So I have like some pumpkin oranges to talk about in here because these are perfect for this time of year. I have some that are shimmers, orange shimmers that I think work really great for this time of year as well. Some that are a little bit more squash-like butternut squash leaning. So good. And then these are a little bit not brighter, but they're not as burnt as these other ones that I'm going to mention, but I think these still work for the fall season. So let me get started, and I'll start off with my favorite and just kind of get it out of the way. This is Playing Koi from ESSIE. It's coming off a lot brighter and more red in my viewfinder than what I see in person, but this is a deeper pumpkin, a burnt rusty type of orange cream, and 2 coats for this one. And it has a really awesome formula. Anything that's available that I'm mentioning here, I'll leave it linked down below. I may not have a picture of a manicure. I know I wore it in the last couple of years, but I don't know if I have a picture. If I posted it on my Instagram, that's where I usually go back to get a lot of my pictures. And then it's a Piazza cake from OPI is another one. So much lighter than Playing Koi. Playing Koi has even more red in it. Can you guys see that? It has more red than It's a Piazza. It's a Piazza is a pumpkin orange, but it's not as burnt, I would say, and it doesn't have as much brown or as much red in it. But really great. 2 coats for this one. I know I have a picture of It's a Piazza for sure, and this one's also a favorite of mine. I love these 2 especially, are beautiful. These are my favorite out of the 3 that I'm mentioning right now. This is, my Italian is a little rusty, and that's exactly what it is. It's a rusty orange. It has quite a bit of brown in it. So let me compare it to Playing Koi, and you can see how much more brown it has and how much more red Playing Koi has compared to It's a Piazza. So It's a Piazza has more brown than Playing Koi. I don't know if I made that clear. And then another pumpkin orange that leans a little bit more red, and this is from an indie maker. This is one that you may not be able to find anymore because it came out in a fall collection from Colores de Caro, and that was last year. And this is a burnt orange with a lot of red in it, and it has color shifting flakes, but I think it also has some black matte glitters if I remember correctly. This is pretty much almost like It's a Piazza, but in a curly form. And if anything, I think the one from Colores de Caro has more red in it, and it's called Pumpkin to Talk About. The writing is rubbing off on this one, and it is really, really beautiful. So if you like It's a Piazza, you would adore Pumpkin to Talk About from Colores de Caro. If you have it and haven't worn it, bring it out. I think it's perfect. 2 much older ones from ORLY. I may or may not have pictures of manicures. I'll have to check my Instagram. This is called Orange Sorbet. It is a brighter brighter compared to some of these other colors. Orange, and it is a shimmer. It has a very fine gold shimmer running throughout, and it's a little bit more translucent as far as the base goes, so it does require quite a few coats of this one. And it is brighter, but it's slightly muted at the same time. I don't think that makes a lot of sense, but it also has these almost like pinky undertones to it, so it's slightly coral. And this one has a lot more red in it, and it's also a little bit brighter, but it's pumpkin-y for sure. This one is called Orange Punch, and another one from ORLY, and you can tell these are from much older older collections, and they're really beautiful. Both are very, very sheer, so they do require a few coats. This one is the one that I'm actually wearing right now on my nails, and it is from Morgan Taylor. It's from their fall collection this year. And I actually had it on my fall season rack to wear it. Finally got it on my nails. So this is called Afternoon Escape. It is the orange that has the most red in it. Compared to even ESSIE's Playing Koi, it brings out a lot more of the brown in ESSIE's Playing Koi. And a beautiful formula for this one. I could have done with just one coat, but I never just do one coat for any polish. So I did add 2 on my nails, and then I added a little shimmer over top, and it's really, really beautiful, super flattering, I think. And then one that I actually finished this year, and it is from Sally Hansen. It's called Sunkissed. This is a type of orange that works very, very well, not only for summer, but also for the fall season, because it's bright, but it's not overly bright. So let me bring out, it's a Piazza, so you guys can see it. It's a little bit more subtle, but still beautiful, I think. So if you have this one, bring it out, and it makes for a really beautiful pedicure color. Okay, let me do these 2 that are a little bit brighter. I have this one, which is Lion's Ear from ORLY. I know I have a picture of, like a swatch picture of this one. A much brighter type of orange with a hint of yellow in it. So this is more of a true marigold, but I think this color works for the fall season. And the formula is a little bit more sheer, so it does, and almost like jelly-like. It's not a full jelly, but almost there. So it does require a few coats to get opaque, but it is even on the nails at 2 coats. I can just see the nail a little bit too much. So at 3 coats, it hides the nail line a little bit better. And it's such a beautiful color. And then this one's not my favorite. I always keep it around just for comparison purposes, but it's not one that I actually wear. It's called No Tan Lines from OPI. Brighter kind of orangey yellow. So if you have Lion's Ear from ORLY, you can see how much more yellow this one has. But I think it would work for like nail art and stuff like that. And then let me do some of the, before I move on to like the butternut squash type of colors. These 3 oranges, which are shimmers. This is so beautiful. I know I have an old manicure picture of this one, and it's from Zoya. It's called Amy. The base of it is a sheer orange, and it has a very strong gold flecks running through it. They're not, I would say they're like shimmers, but I don't know if this is what would be considered like a glass fleck, because it's a little bit extra reflective, and this is beautiful. Not only for, it works for summer, but it would work for this time of year as well, because I think it's just so, so beautiful. If you want something a little bit brighter and more reflective on the nails, I think this one works. And this is an old one. I may not have a manicure picture of this one because I haven't worn it in forever. It's called A Womans Prague-ative. It's more of a reddy orange base and a strong gold shimmer, and it is really, really beautiful. It's almost like one of those, again, glass fleck type of polishes, and it has some orange and strong yellow gold shimmer running throughout. A little bit of a thinner formula, so it does require quite a few coats to get it opaque on the nails. And then this one, which leans, it's almost like lava on the nails. Oh, this is so pretty. I think I have an old manicure picture of this one, and this is DS Luxurious. It's from the DS line, where they all have that silver kind of texturized cap, and it's really, really, really beautiful. Compared to a Woman's Prague-ative, you can see how much brighter it is, but still very fall appropriate, I think. And then these 3, I have Yams from Salon Perfect, which is no longer available, and this is the one that has the most yellow in the polish compared to a lot of the other polishes. So it's almost like a yam color, but almost mustard leaning, because there's yellow and some brown undertones in this. But I think it also works really, really well for this time of year. All of these do. I don't know why I keep saying that, because I brought them out for that reason, duh. And then Colores de Carol, this is called Sweetie Pie. This is so adorable. Again, has a lot of yellow in it. This one has multi-shifting flakies. Another one that may not be available anymore because it came out in a fall collection last year from Colores de Carol, and I don't know if she keeps her polishes around, but I know a lot of indie makers, for example, they come out with similar, you know, polishes every year. So I'm sure this type of polish is can be easily found from another maker or what have you. So that's Sweetie Pie, and the chameleon flakies in here reflect kind kind of green and gold and orange and red and pink. Just multi-shifting basically. This one's new to me, so I do not have a picture of a manicure, and this is from Pop-arazzi. I bought it because I saw it at my CVS or Walgreens, one of the two. I forget which one carries Pop-arazzi, and this is a butternut squash type of color, just with a little bit more golden in it. I feel like it's a little orangey yellow, but more yellow than orange, I would say. And it is called, it's so dark in here, Harvest. I think it's called Harvest Moon. Put the names up on the screen, of course, so you guys can see. And it is so beautiful. Let me compare it to Sweetie Pie from Colores de Carol, because it has even a little bit, the base color is almost identical. I think it's coming off, this one is coming off more yellow than Sweetie Pie, but in person, the base color is almost identical. I mean, like, if this one had maybe just a tad bit more yellow in Pop-arazzi's Harvest Moon. It's such a beautiful color. It does look slightly thin, so it may require at least 3 coats to get opaque on the nails. That's what I'm expecting for this one. No different than Yummy Yams from Sally Hansen. This one requires a few coats as well. And then another kind of reddy orange. This is so beautiful. Kokie sent this one to me along with some other polishes from their new line, which is their green polish line. And this was like wow on the nails. It is a vibrant but very fall appropriate, and the base is an orange, like a bright orangey, slightly red with a red undertone, and it has this almost golden orangey fine shimmers running throughout it. This makes a statement on the nails. I mean, beautiful. The shimmer in here is so fine, it's almost pearlescent, I guess. Not like pearlescent color wise, but like how fine it is. And it was really, really beautiful. Highly impressed with that one. This one is more of a butterscotch type of color. So let me pair it up with Pop-arazzi so you can see that it leans, this one leans a little bit more orange. It's another one from the Morgan Taylor Fall Collection this year, 2021. Are we in 2021 still? Yes. And this one is called Catch Me If You Can. I bought this one because it looks like butterscotch straight up in the bottle, and I'm mentioning it in this video because it is orange on the nails. It dries more orange and just not this. I don't like it when that happens. I bought it specifically because it was this color and it just looks like a straight up orange on my nails, and I was just so surprised by it. Let me actually pull up, because I tried putting it on and I was shocked at the color of this one. On the nails, it almost comes out a little creamsicle, like a muted creamsicle kind of color, which threw me off a little bit. So 3 coats for this one. Just kind of threw me off. It is a really pretty color, but I just not what I expected. And then this one, I think I found it at TJ Maxx or something of the sort. This one is called, oh, I have it backwards. That's why I couldn't read it. PCH Love Song. I think it came out in some kind of Cali collection, and I literally bought it because I grew up in Cali. And this is from OPI, and the base is a brighter orange with a like a red undertone and a strong gold shimmer, very reminiscent to this one from Kokie, which I don't even know if I mentioned the name. It's called Hotline, the orange one. Only that I feel like the particles in OPI's are a little bit larger, and the one in OPI's base has a little bit more red in it. But really beautiful. I actually put it up on my fall season rack to wear it this season. And then the last 2 polishes are stamping polishes, but who's to say that you can't wear something like this as a full-on manicure? They're not just for stamping, you can put them on the nails. This one is from Born Pretty, and the writing in these, I don't even know what the name is. I'm gonna have to put up the name up on the screen for this one. This would be like a brighter pumpkin type of orange. Did that make sense? And it's a cream. I'm sure this one has a good formula. I just never used it on my nails fully other than stamping. And then the last one is from Bundle Monster, and this is called Marmalade. This is like a true pumpkin orange type of color. Let me compare it to It's a Piazza so you can see. It's a Piazza has even more red and more brown. It brings out a little bit more of the brownie undertones in It's a Piazza. but really pretty. Again, I don't expect this to take more than 2 coats because stamping polishes are made to be super opaque. So that is everything, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.